So for the first step, we just verify everything works well. I got my Java pulled up in here. I open my Eclipse. I go to the help about the Eclipse IDE. We got all those. And we already import our database here. The web application library, the server. We already set up the server as a Tomcat version 9. Okay, we also have to make sure the server is working, so we click here, we click server here. It shows the stop right now. We just simply stop. Okay, it works really well, and we open our Tomcat. Okay, for the last part, we go to the MySQL workbench, and as you can see, we test all the things on the queue query to see everything works well, and I already did. Okay, except the create table, because we already created a table named the student, so we cannot create another one. The rest of them work really success. So yep. So let's go back to the on the new database too, and just what like TA mentioned before, we don't need the old database, so we are gonna delete that, and I already did. This is the new Eclipse workspace. As you can see, there's nothing inside of it. Okay. All right. Okay, so now we already extract all the file from the database to the workspace, and we only need this part, so we copy paste in here, and we just delete the old one. Okay, so now we have to import the folder to the Eclipse. You just click the file input here, general, project from folder or archives. C user. Where's the Eclipse? Okay, database. Oh no, actually, yeah, this folder. Yeah, check. All right, finished. So now we need to fix the arrow here. Right click it, the database property. Where we go to?
This, and then we need to do the project facets.
Project facts. Uh,
And we need to update the Java version to 20.
okay. And update the Java version to 20. Mine's 21, so I just apply. Did I see any arrows here? Okay, now we back to the server. Create new server because we don't have any server in here. Choose the version 9. Next, browse our dictionary. Go back to user. Version 9. Version 9. Here, select folder. Next, add the database to the configure and finish. Not support. Okay. Yeah, so we still have to use the 20, so I still gonna be back to the property. The Java, we still have to use 20, apply and close. Uh, okay, now we installed the server successfully. Okay, so for the next step, we are gonna go to the exercise 5, just like what TA mentioned. We're gonna use the new code for our workbench. Okay, copy and paste, delete all this. All right, and see what's the next step. Okay, so now we have to execute the workbench one by one. So we already did for the test DB, and for the second line of the code, it says a job table if exit the user. That means like we're not creating that. And for this one, okay. So now we create the tables here, and we have to create our primary key. So execute that as well, and mm, we also have to do the insert here. Okay, so we insert all the contents to the users, and for the last step we are gonna do the select from user, and that's 6 row. It's really successful, it's nice.
Some debugging. So here it is saying that insert into user, the mistake is on incorrect data value for column birthday at row 6. So this is our sixth row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what is the position of birthday? Email, first name, last name, birthday. This is the birthday. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So incorrect value. So we cannot put birthday 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So let's put it 20, 20. And then let's put 1 and then 1. It is actually verifying that date, I believe. So now let's run this operation and we'll see. Okay, now it passed through. So now select all from user. Let's perform this operation. And here we can see that the user table has been created. So now using this table, we will have to connect the front end with the database, and the user who are listed here, they should be able to log in. So we'll have to give them the option to log in, and we will have um, the option for registering new user. In addition, we will have to have some option for resetting all the database. And resetting is not possible for every user. There is a special user which is root. When we log in as a root, then we'll be able to reset the database. Then all the table will be reset. Okay. So let's see how can we perform this operation. So we come here on the Eclipse ID and then expand the source and the database, then the web content. So from now we are no longer running the Java file. We will always run the project file. So here we can do user.jsp or login.jsp or register.jsp, whatever. So let's run a login.jsp to find the login page. So run on server, and then we select the Apache Tomcat, hit finish. Okay, and the page has been opened here. So we can
Okay, so for the next step, we're gonna go back to our Eclipse, just like I already opened all um the categories like a file. Under the Java database, the web content, we are gonna execute the login JSP uh, on the server to see how it look like. So run on server, choose the Tomcat. Oh, I didn't. I always use the server one. Don't close. Database finish. Okay, and now it's running. Um, all right. It's pretty successful here. So let me pause. Where's the pause? Okay, so for the next step, we're gonna use the username and password from the database 2 that we just input to log in, because when we trying to log anything randomly, for example like ja and password maybe ja1234, it didn't give us the access to login. So we can choose like either account and password under the MySQL Workbench. So let's try it out the Angelo at .gm.com. What's a copy field? Back to here. Oh, okay. We're back here. Copy, paste, and the password is Angelo1234. Okay, so oh no. So it says, welcome, you have been successfully logged in. So that means if we use any account under the email, under the database, we will be able to log in, since we already contains all those accounts in our database. So just back to log out and see what's the next step. Okay, so for the next step, we are not gonna use the login. We are gonna go back to the Eclipse, and we're gonna try out for the register, try to see if we can um, register successfully or not. So the username is ABC. ABC. First name is bigger letter ABC. Last name ABCDEF. And the birthday is 202010101001. The password is gonna be ABC1234, ABC123, ABC1234, and register. See, I think it's successfully registered it, but let us go back to the workbench and see like if we the database received the accounts on that. So what we gonna do for this is click the select from user. Um, Here now, let me how to make this bigger? How to drag this down? Can I? Yep, it's a little bit bigger. Okay, select from user and see where already contains our new account, email, first name, last name, password, birthday successfully. Okay. Okay, so for the next step, we are gonna using the root view.gsp run as a server Tomcat, just like what we did before. And what we're gonna do for the next what we're gonna do for the next is initialize the database. Okay, and once we initialize from the database, when we click back select from user, all the database are initialized, so we cannot see any other data under the tables. And go back to the resource. Uh, Let me see. Um, the source code default package should have the user DAO. The reason why we have the data truncation is because we have the incorrect data value is 00. We cannot do that. So what we're gonna do is we open the Java file in here and and under the string tuples, we have the row. The default is, so let's simply just change this to maybe 2020 02 and 03 in here. Save it. Okay, and now we use the login again. And we restart the server. Okay, so for the root password is what? Password is pass1234. We put the password in here, pass1234. Login. Okay, and now we back to our sorry. Now we back to our table. We can actually do this. Yeah, insert. Okay, I can do. And see the route. So we still we reinsert the table back to here, and we can see the route. Pass 1234 is here. Hmm.
We are able to see all the database. So
Okay, so now we're back to the login page. Login, yes. We'll search the root path 1234 login, so we will be able to see all the files, the contents under the root account. Okay, so before we finish all the things, we're gonna do the initialize the database, and what we're gonna do. Oh, we're gonna go back to the register file, register.jsp, run this on the server Tomcat, and we're gonna do the what is that, like xyz html at, what, at gmail.com, xyz at gmail.com. The first name is xyz, first name abc. Am I recording? Okay. 2020 0101, xyz1234, xyz1234, register. Okay, now we back to the workbench, and we select from the user, and we can see that xyz is successfully back to here. Now we back to the initialize the database. Oh no, I have to log in. Sorry. Route pass pass 1 2 3 4 login. Why my file is here but not there? Let me see. Well, let me register that again and back to the OT pass 1 2 3 4. No? Okay, so let me redo that again. XYZ, XYZ, ABC, XYZ 1 2 3 4. Okay, the XYZ is here. Back to the login page. Okay, yeah. Now we can see the XYZ, the last name ABC, all those kind of the birthday 2020 0101. Okay, and we still have to try to initialize all the database like I already did. So I already did that process, so I'm just repeating this. See, we don't have the XYZ anymore. So that means the initialize the things what we just registered. Okay.